Hi, this is Kevin C. Mason from Jack Monkey Games, and you are listening to the Starfall Actual Play Podcast. This is episode 6. In this episode, the players escape from the planet Warzon. Well, let's say they make some friends. This is a slightly shorter episode. That's because I have got tons of editing to do. We are planning on producing some more content. Check out our YouTube channel. We've actually got some animation out there. And I'm also working on some other stuff that is going to be for the Patreon. Now, as for Patreon backers, we are currently waiting on the prototype of the Starfall roll versus roll cards. So as soon as I see the quality is awesome, we're going to be sending out a deck to all of the $20 backers. Also, if you are a backer of the $5 or higher, you can actually have access to the wiki that we're using. We're using a wiki to keep track of all the rules and stuff like that. So it's kind of like an online source book in process. So if you're a Patreon backer, that's one of the cool things. Also going to be releasing an animation, and that is going to be available to Patreon backers about 2 weeks before everyone else gets to see it. So if you're a Patreon backer, you're going to get to see that first. What, Turbo? Oh, yes. Well, you really want me to bring this up. So we did some traveling. Turbo and his pre-crash equipment had decided, hey, let's go visit the Steamrollers Adventure podcast and wish them a happy 2-year anniversary. And he got us lost. So if you want to check out our adventure there, go see the Steamrollers Adventure podcast. Check out their 2-year anniversary. Hell, start from episode 1. Start from episode 1, and then when you get to the 2-year anniversary podcast and you go, oh, this is what you guys were up to, and you'll understand why I am kind of annoyed at Turbo Weasel. Well, it's not my fault they don't have GPS.
This episode contains strong language like scrub, skridonk, and now and then Terry talks about work. Listener discretion is advised.
Tommy's asking me to help him with his Firestarter profile. That is the human mating app where males and females build profiles and swipe left or right for approval. I have been observing human males use this application, and I think I have some advice. Oh, that would be very helpful. I have no idea why he keeps asking me these questions. First, he needs to take a selfie with a new car that does not belong to him, or perhaps a drug-to-raise-a-tongue beast. He should show himself doing the most male things possible, hunting or holding a dead fish on a string or sport, and he should never ever show any sign of tenderness, as this demonstrates that he is weak. Yes, and he cannot wear a shirt. That seems to be a rule of some kind. That sounds a bit odd. Are you sure this advice is to attract females? I don't make the rules. It's their game. Next, he needs to swipe right on every possible female without looking at the profiles at all, especially if they are showing feeding glands. Why would he not read the profile? From what I can tell, the profiles are only for the females to read, so they're never written for the males anyway. It would be considered cheating. Oh, that is very important. You don't want to cheat. What happens if he matches with someone? Efficiency is key. He needs to communicate his interests using the least amount of syllables, such as hello or DTS. Females are very busy trying to find a suitable match and do not want to waste time reading long, thoughtful messages. DTS? Down to scrap. Or how about hi? See, now you're getting it. That is very efficient. No female would see him as a waste of time. What happens if she's not impressed and rejects him? It's an obvious test. He needs to prove himself worthy by showing a display of anger and insults. Oh, I am glad you're here to help. He's sure to meet a breeding mate this way. Wait, he actually wants to meet them?
Naven Luxury Hotels. To what? Next door, tell me Her finger ton luxury accommodation. J'entends orge dans son nom pouce. Venta het fine dining fête à look. Only luxury found in Navon.
This is CMF 2345 to command. I have an unscheduled launch of a shuttle coming in from the spaceport. I'm waiting your instructions. CMF 2345 to command. I have an unscheduled launch of a shuttle coming in from the spaceport. I'm awaiting your instructions. CMF 2345 to command. I have an unscheduled launch of a shuttle coming from the spaceport. I'm waiting your instructions. Over. CMF 2345 to WC 6969. Class A. WC 6969. I repeat, turn off your engines.
Suck my stridon. Gonna have to catch it.
Scrap, he's making a run for it! Command, I am engaging the target. Ho-ho, you're not bad. Try dodging this one. Ooh, you were lucky with that catch. Switching to plasma cannons. You're good, but not as good as I am. Ha, got him. Safety off.
This is Captain Jory speaking from command. Stand down and allow the shuttle to pass.
Are you kidding? I had him dead to rights.
My command was to stand down.
What? He's locked on right now. I can just...
Stand down.
Yes, my faith compels me to obey. Standing down.
Okay. So, when we last left you guys, you had just escaped from the planet surface, and you were on your way to the asteroid belt that surrounds Warzone. Before we get going, because we have been getting a lot of new listeners, some of which are going to be starting listening at this podcast, you probably want to go to episode 1 to figure out what the hell is going on, but just in case, let's go around the table and do an introduction of each of us.
Well, I guess I'll go first. Hi, my name's Gavin. I am Terry in the podcast. I'm a space consort, soon to be maybe something else. We'll see what happens. And yeah, hello. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Imp. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I play Primtal, and the podcast, Primtal is a Glippin, which is a species of pre-metamorph androgynous amphibian, four-armed. If you watch the YouTube videos at all, Norkek and Hedda, Norkek is the...
No, it's Hedda.
Hedda is the Glippin.
Hi, I'm Zane, or you can call me Z-Dog if you want. I don't know.
Nobody
maybe.
else does though.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely will not call
One
you
day
that.
you'll get that nickname. Just
I will own it.
today is not that day.
Okay.
Come on, Z-Dog, hurry up.
There we go. My boy. Yeah, alright. I play Reza, who is an octopod doctor, like doctor/surgeon, and he's also an alcoholic. The character.
Art imitating life.
Where does the character begin and the
Don't
real
wanna go
person
there.
end? Okay, so I'm Charith. I'm playing Jerry, the very scaly Elome. I'm a mortician.
Are you a very scaly alone? Or are you a regularly scaly
Look, I'm... Growing up, Jerry had a lot of issues and, like,
Puberty was rough.
self-image
So was his
like
skin.
issues when it came to the scales and the amount that he had. But
he's beautiful on the inside.
he's beautiful on the outside, just in a
Scaly.
very
Anyway.
scaly sort of way. Scaly love, guys. Don't discriminate.
No, I hear the appropriate hygiene products might help that ashy.
It smells
How
delightful.
dare you? I like that. That's my favorite part.
Are you aware that a scaly is an offset of a furry, though? Like, do you know that?
Is that a thing?
It's a thing. It's people.
People are weird, man.
Yeah, you know, it's like
There's a-
furries are like people who are mammals, scalies are people who are into reptiles. So like,
Wow.
just be aware when you say it.
Okay, I feel
No.
mildly violated.
No
but-
discrimination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Against
that's
people.
okay.
Whatever-
Consensual things.
Whatever you
Okay,
know,
for those who, I suppose, identify as scalies, I should let you know that Jerry is a big lizard man. and
Yeah.
therefore that kind of scaly. But
We
yeah.
provide to all sorts of people.
Yeah.
Norkek in
Beings.
the YouTube
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. And this has turned into the longest introduction ever, but
Well, like that.
Jerry is also a mortician, or was a mortician. He hasn't got to do a lot of his job lately, but I'm hoping we can get into the preparing dead bodies rather than creating
Maybe
them.
Dave could assist with that. We need some more dead bodies.
Yeah.
I'm working my way there.
Help us out, Mr. Hammerhead.
Gonna have a bit of a warm up. So, my name's Phil. I play Dave Hammerhand, who's a roughly 50-year-old ex-mercenary and also Terry's father. So, I'm trying to bring him back into line, but he's a bit of a dirtbag. So, at the moment, I'm concentrating more on keeping myself and everybody else at least in one piece. Those of us who can't regrow limbs.
How's that pinky, by the way?
Oh, it's regrowth.
Hello, I'm Brody. I play Katie, who was a bar owner, who's no longer, maybe, not sure. Yeah.
It's not that you lost your bar. You
Oh,
know
well,
where it is.
I know where
It's
it
just
is.
that
We can go back
somebody
there
else
later.
is probably running it.
We
Yeah,
might
but-
not be able to go back there later.
Top shelf's
Hey,
definitely gone.
We don't do that.
What?
Maybe I'll change. Maybe I'll get
You
plastic
should get a
surgery and I'll
mobile
go back
bar,
there.
like
Yes.
a spaceship bar.
I just want to know that when we all piled on this ship to run away, and we had our bags with us, did Arcady have a bag that was roughly the size
I don't have
of that
either of the
board
ingredients.
over there sitting behind?
Well, especially since the board that is the tabletop, I decided that it is actually a Jehudian record keeper artifact that
In my
was
bag.
turned into
Yes.
was a star chart and was turned into a bar, which, by the way, would piss off our Atrium.
All right. We need to get back there.
It's okay, Atrium isn't here, can't complain.
And we have a guest today.
We have two guests today.
So I'm Jade. I play Lava, who you've not met yet. Lava has been around the Starfall world in a future timeline, so she's coming back. We haven't got any time travel yet, but this is earlier in Lava's life that she's participating in this.
Yeah, she has plot immunity, unfortunately.
Yeah, I cannot die. Woo!
Does that just decrease the odds of survival for the rest of us?
Probably.
Have you
Who
met
knows?
Lava? No, you haven't.
You'll get to know her later.
And we have...
I'm God. Coming to you live. Yeah.
So we have a guest GM.
I'm T. Or God. That's one of the others fine.
Can I call
Why
you
not
Charlie?
both?
Can we call you T-God? Like T-Pain, but divine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-God, there we go.
T-Line.
T-Vine.
Oh my
Divine.
God. Yes. You cannot call me anything else.
Okay.
Wait,
What was-
which one was it?
All of the above.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
So she'll actually be taking over game mastering the adventures inside. Well, I won't tell you yet, but yeah, she has a very specific section that she's going to be taking over. We've been talking about the various characters, and she has come up with some amazing NPCs that you'll get to meet. Okay,
Oh
so
my God, no pressure. Cool. Cool.
when we last met, everyone had escaped from the Church of the Illumination, and you are now inside the asteroid. Currently, you guys have rested on a larger asteroid, masking your signal, so the Church cannot find you. However, you have noticed the Church has fired a few probes into the asteroid field. It's having a hard time distinguishing you from the rocks, especially since you guys currently have only bare minimum power.
What kind of ship are we on again?
Is the name of your ship the Rock Hard?
Oh, that's right. We're a rocket cruiser.
Ah, yes. So,
It's a Rockington.
I should... The Rockington. Oh my god. Okay.
If this ship's a rockin'.
Come a knocking.
More the merrier.
It's money, that's all it is.
So Terry has a orbital shuttle that's been converted into pleasure cruiser, where there would normally be cargo bays There's bedrooms. There's hot tub. Every bit of this ship has been converted to be pleasing to the eye, pleasing to...
I'd actually like to know what sort of aesthetic you've gone for. Is it like Art Deco?
Does it have like bead curtains
Yeah.
everywhere?
Are you going for like a really
like 80s gaudy?
It's just honestly velvet.
Everything is just velvet.
Even the hot.
That's really difficult to get stained.
I would say beads everywhere. I like that.
Well, it all really depends. Like it's
Emphasis
also
on the
for
shag.
different
Yeah,
types
yeah,
of
it is.
environments, different settings, different timelines, and what people are into.
With all of its decadence, there's one major flaw with craft.
It's shit.
It does suck as when it comes to any form of combat. It's not very fast, and it doesn't have a star drive, so it
That's
can't.
3 major flaws.
Well, it sucks.
It's like somebody's 2002 Lancer that they've spent 20 grand on the interior on.
So, we've landed on a rock.
Terry, what do you know about boats?
Well, my dear Jerry, not a lot. I have no idea. They're not too frisky.
Reza's in one of the jacuzzis. He's just chilling out.
You don't want to be
All I
in
know
that.
is that with my ship, I know that because I am my
Well,
profession is very delicate, as in people don't want to know that these things are happening because I could be having big clients, I could be having gang members that don't want to know that they're actually doing this because I have partners or whatnot. So I've set my ship up to be quite stealthy in the arts of probing.
Okay, I would say that, yeah, that's right.
So no probe can really penetrate you.
So write this down. Write this down that you get a +1 dice to evade detection, and you have a second transponder.
So, yeah, your ship. What kind of class ship is it?
It is a orbital shuttle.
It's an orbital shuttle.
Peasant
And +1 to evade detection.
Yeah, +1.
1D.
Yep,
Evade.
+1. So any roll that you have for piloting, if you're trying to be sneaky about it, you get 1 extra dice.
Cool, and I have a second
Transponder. So what a transponder is that is the signal that says you are WZ.
You have a false ID for your ship.
second license plate.
IFF.
Yeah, pretty much. It's burnt, so you can't change it, but you can switch between the two.
Yep. Cool.
Let's say one of them is Warzadian, so it would be the call numbers would be WZ.
Or WZ.
WZ, yeah.
For our Australian.
And then
Audience?
C, W, and so it would be the C, letter C, and then a random number after that.
I feel like your main one will be yeah.
There you go, 656. There you go.
Love it. Love everything about it.
Awesome. And then the other one would probably be from another CONC and then a random number. Okay, so you can't change, you can switch between those, but if you ever get hailed, you gotta remember which one you currently have on, because if you switch it, they're gonna go, what the fuck?
Yeah, well,
so we took off in a hurry, so I would expect that we're running under the Confed right now.
Yeah, I'll say Confed.
Which is probably a bit titchy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit dicey right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, having a Confed transponder in this system would be bad.
Is there any way to power down completely and reset the transponder with power down since they're doing the probe?
Well, currently the transponders are off.
Off. Okay, good. So
How-
when we power up, transponders go on right away, right? Because flying under.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to choose which one.
Yeah. So
How
I'd say when
easily
we go back on, we
removable are
wanna do
these
Warzone.
transponders if we were to take them out and hook them up to the battery and fling them into space in the opposite direction we want?
They're a pain in the ass to remove.
But
they're
impossible?
Not impossible, but more of a task than you want to handle right now.
Plus, I think that we'd be better off just finding a better ship than trying to make a tin can.
But we need to get somewhere to sell the ship and survive first. Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, right. Sell and purchase. Sorry, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Well, piracy's okay as well, I guess.
It's legit.
Where were you from again, really?
I think he forgot where he's from.
He's legit.
He's a commercially
He's lost his
minded
heritage.
woman.
So I'm all about the killing people for money, not so much the stealing.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Just sells this.
And that makes it better?
He has morals, okay?
It's just a different kind of morals.
Or lack
Okay.
thereof.
Alright, we're resting.
So what happens is that you guys are sitting there for a couple hours. Church vessels which you can see very clearly, have moved away. They do have a couple fighters that are patrolling the area, waiting for you to pop out. They are deliberately placed in between the asteroid belt and outside of the gravity well, which is where a normal ship that had star drive would make a beeline for.
How injured are we?
I was pretty hurt. I think everyone but Jerry was my recollection.
Yeah, Dave was pretty.
I was
pretty messed up.
Barely walking.
Everyone that was
severely
on my
dazed.
ship though were good.
That was only you.
I'm gonna patch the 2 fighters up. Do I have to roll anything?
I would say yes.
Okay.
And we're just gonna do a general target number of 10 because you have a full med bay. You do get 1 extra dice because Terry does have med.
Oh, of course.
And I would have obviously
That was your idea.
substances and stuff as well to help.
We had extra med kits.
Yep. Yeah, we grabbed extra med.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, you
that-
guys are fine.
Yeah, roll like that. Yeah, you guys are fine. So I'll say that you guys are currently.
Magic tentacles, baby.
Okay, what weapons do we actually have?
Okay.
And the ammo to go with it.
Yeah.
So, what did you? Does someone have a list from that? Because I can play the recording again.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
I didn't because I wasn't taking anything.
Okay. If I remember correctly, you guys had
All of us.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
There was lots of.
Yes.
This is why we record this shit. Okay, you listeners, you think we do this for you? No, this is all notes. Okay.
There was a scrup nasty in there.
Oh yeah, there's a uber scrup nasty.
Oh, that's right.
We get halfway through the thing. I don't know.
I think
what's
like all of
going
us
on,
have
to be
those
honest.
pistols.
Yeah, you have.
Wait. I got it. Police comlink, police ID, med kit, stun gun, police tech kit.
That's what you stole, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
You also got a tech gauntlet from that. What we bought.
Oh, I also got something. What did I write down?
Someone did write down guns. I'm pretty sure you wrote down guns.
I have a stun
Arcady?
pistol.
You got a laser something
I've got
or
a laser
other.
pistol. Oh, so we got 3 light pistols,
There you go.
1 medium submachine gun,
Yeah,
1 laser
someone did.
pistol, 1 uber scrap nasty, and shotguns.
My handwriting is shit.
Anti-boarding shotguns.
Okay.
Something quill. Oh no, recoil.
No,
already
we
got
anti-boarding. Alright,
Didn't I
so
get a rifle? or
Now-
something?
I'm claiming the anti-boarding.
You got the
Now the nice thing about
Yeah.
anti-boarding shotguns is that they will not damage your ship. Whereas if you go crazy with the uber scrup nasty or a submachine gun inside your ship, you can actually do more damage on the inside.
Okay, I have a question. How many hands does it take to fire an anti-boarding shotgun?
2.
Awesome. I have on me at all times an anti-boarding shotgun and a stun pistol because I have 4 arms, bitches!
Would you say that the anti-boarding would be
I
like
always
a
had a gun.
pellet gun or like a
Where's that
like a
stun
beanbag?
Oh, you guys had
No, what it
I got a
is,
stun
it's
pistol and a
low
laser.
density shot rounds.
Ah, okay.
So it's not going to penetrate through metal, but wow, will it go through skin?
That's okay.
It's not. It won't stop power armor, but if someone's using power armor,
Damage it.
they really want you dead. So at that point, anti-boarding shotgun is not what you want to use anyways.
And then, just as a memory bit and a point of clarity, we did determine that we kept the anti-grav packs that we escaped with from our
Yes.
first. So how many of those did we have total? And Riza always has one on, right?
Yes.
That's how he keeps up with us.
Either that or I'm his hat.
Huh.
We've decided that.
You're kind of big for that, though.
Yeah.
You need to do a picture
So
of
what
that.
we're doing now, I guess obviously we're
That
recovering,
feeling
we're
when
doing an
he's on your
inventory
face.
check, resting up, making sure we're good, and then we're obviously planning our next plan of attack, I guess, or I guess escape.
Okay. Something's coming through comms.
Mushy mushy.
Okay. what happens is that you hear a female voice. Sounds pretty attractive. It's like
I don't understand. How does a voice sound?
Oh, you have no idea.
I think that's sexy.
It's all about the resonance and
Yeah.
the pitch.
It's got the tone.
Smoky.
Yeah.
It's terrible when you meet
Musty.
them and
Musty.
Is it more Betty Boobish? Oops,
then you
close
make
your eyes.
no, that's public domain.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
oh, so Captain. I mean, sorry,
The,
Terry knows
when you look at your console, it's a direct laser communication. So it's not broadcasting, so the church cannot receive this information.
I would just like to point out the church cannot receive this information, but somebody is calling us on comms and they know exactly where we are.
That's why I'm answering mushy mushy.
How is that meant to help?
This is his secret greeting to all his friends.
This is how I plan my plan of attack.
This is the thicket. We see that you are not friends with the Church of the Illumination, and we are offering some assistance.
What do you want?
Ah, thank you for the call. What proof do you have that you're not friends with the church?
We're pirates.
Fair call. I'm just being like.
I would just like for the record to say that I just face palmed myself with 3 of my 4 hands.
The whole thing is pirates could be paid off.
The church is not desperate. Arrogant, rich. No. They're too arrogant to be dishonest.
Also, I think it goes against some of their precepts.
They also kill a lot of people.
I can't be too cautious, can I?
True. But if
Yes,
those
actually
people
you
are being
can.
impure, then they deserve to die.
You can't be
There is
dishonest.
such a thing.
So what was the
I was just
I
explaining.
literally got smacked
I
across the
was
back of the head.
explaining to Terry how the likelihood of the church paying off the pirate is right up there with seeing Atrium break out in fits of giggles.
Yeah. So literally right
She
then,
hasn't
I
hurt
got
her.
smacked across the back of the head.
With my 3rd hand,
Yes.
or when my 4th hand, the one that was not one of
carrying
the
a
3
shotgun.
that was face palming at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. It says we are willing to offer you sanctuary.
I would be happy to take that. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Do you have anything to barter?
Your body.
Dude.
What are you looking for?
Contraband, weapons.
If you bring us in, maybe we can make a deal.
No, they're
Let
not
me
gonna
check.
I suggest we offer them 4 anti-grav packs and about a half a dozen of the police medkits we stole.
Not how you want.
What if he does it with a really attractive voice?
Yeah.
And a really good
No,
role?
I mean that's what I think that we can
yeah.
afford to get rid of.
That and one
I
night.
agree, but I think we cross that bridge when we come
stuff
to
out
it.
straight away.
No, I know. I'm telling you from doing the inventory check.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we can afford to get rid of.
Happy.
Also, if they have any need for technical assistance with any of their water filtration systems, we can also
We also
exchange
have a
my
medic
labor.
on board.
And we
Yeah.
also have a very skilled doctor.
Yeah.
And we have a very skilled Terry.
You have no idea.
So
They're
the
pirates.
skills-
I don't
Do they
think
have
they'll
any
pay for
dead
it.
on board?
I actually have +1 to bargain,
Okay.
+1 to know-how,
So why don't you make a
and
bargaining
+1 to
roll?
business.
So make a bargaining roll.
It's good business.
In the
Oh
galaxy.
my god.
Oh
Got a
god.
1 with a power D.
6, 11.
We're dealing cryptocurrency, aren't we? Okay.
Silly cryptocurrency.
You have to get rid of your top one,
I do.
right? So he only rolled a 7.
I rolled 7.
Come on in. We'll talk.
Next on Starfall Actual Play Podcast.
You recognize that as a member of the Children of Hardin. This is the equivalent of the Gadar Mafia.